We're gonna do a long layered haircut. I have this brand new mannequin out of the box, and we're just going to give her some layers. So we'll start by trimming the length. And if the hair is really thick, you'll want to break it into sections, but because this hair is pretty thin, we can just cut it all at once. Just comb the hair straight down and cut a square line in the back. Split that hair in half. Just divide it down the middle. Create a section for the crown. And then just comb down to your finger, and it'll make it a lot easier to find the sections. And then we're just going to separate that from the knee. Comb all that hair to the side like that, and that's gonna make it a lot easier to draw your parting. The first section I'll show you, it's gonna be a section in the center. So you'll just take this first section, that's gonna be the first section that we cut. Keep that elevation a little bit on the lower side, and then actually angle your comb up. So that's going to build weight as you're layering, as opposed to removing weight, and it's going to keep the strength at the bottom of the hair so it doesn't look too thin. Now, once you have your first section done, you'll take some of that first section and then grab a little bit of hair next to it. And this is called a traveling guide. We're holding that hair straight out, elevating low. Our comb angle is building weight to the top. Let's take some more. As we get to these corners, you'll notice that the hairline actually starts to curve up, so there's less hair right there. What I would suggest is just over direct that hair square back. So you can see what's happening right here. Same angle, same elevation, cut the layers. Now, if you have more hair than you can control, you can always comb that hair twice and work your way from bottom to top. Cool. So start with your vertical section in the center. I'm going to start to layer the hair to get more of like a shape. So there's your guide from the top of the nape section. Now you can use that guide, and I'll just cut a straight line. So this is going to start to give more layers working up that you'll start to see when you like blow dry. Because you're not really gonna see those round layers that we cut before at the bottom. They're really subtle and they're more just building weight. But now, so you drop that, the angle of your comb is vertical, so you're actually cutting more layers up the section now. But you wanna use the same principle as before. So like notice the hairline's starting to curve up here, you have less hair. So I'm still gonna be pulling that hair square back, as opposed to like holding it straight out. If you're doing this in the salon, just think about like holding these hairs square, like you're cutting a square shape. It's like straight, straight. But notice how that hair is being combed back, dropping that nape that's already been cut, looking for that guide. And look, it's a lot less hair that we're cutting here. So yeah, you don't always have to cut. If there's no hair reaching, there's no hair that needs to be cut. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you're just like looking for hair to cut and you just don't really have to cut it. But the key things to keep in mind here are in the back, you're working with a traveling guide, and that you're holding the hair square. So you're over directing those corners so you don't lose that length and that density where the hairline's curving up. So you can see some of the longer layers in this back area. They're really long still. So we didn't look to create anything too short here because we want to keep a lot of this fullness in the bottom back. So we're going to shift gears now, and we're going to start working into the side sections. So I'm going to take a small piece of hair just from the top of the head right here. And this is going to help us figure out our guide for where that shortest layer is going to sit. Now, I don't want the layers to get any shorter than, let's say, the shoulder length. So we're gonna cut that guide at shoulder length. Now you can take your first vertical section, look at the angle that we're cutting. it's getting short too long. We're making sure our fingers are pointing out towards those ends so that we can keep as much of that length as possible. It'll start to not reach because it's because it's so much longer at the bottom. As it combs down, layers, 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 layers down into the length. So that's what we're going for. So let's take the next section of hair. And now all we're gonna do is over direct it back to the guide. So here I'm pulling that hair back. So it's being lifted or elevated up to create the layers. And then we're pulling the hair back to the guide by the crown. And that's what I mean by over direction. Elevating the hair is like an elevator and it goes up and down. And over directing is when you're pushing the hair side to side. So that's just one thing you can think about, which should help you with hair cutting. Combing that hair up, looking for that guide. And it's all gonna reach down into that length. Now as we comb, like you can actually see, oh yeah, there you go. You can see all of that layering happening now. So combing this up, comb both sides of the section for control. On your last combing, I'm gonna drop what I can't hold. Comb that hair up. Look, I can see my guide really clearly through here. So I'm just cutting that diagonal line. Boom. There you go. Not much hair to cut anymore because the hairline curved up. So now we can comb this down. And the best part about this is I'm not afraid that I've cut off any of the length on the sides because my fingers were pointed, leaving all that length to the sides. So now how do we do the other side? Same thing. I'm going to grab a small amount of hair from the top of the head. Now, the thing you have to think about as you work in this top area is just creating a similar angle. So I like to think about my angles in like the corners of the room. I should have done this at the start. So the room is like a square. It's like this. When I'm thinking about angles, usually I'm thinking about like point of reference in the room. So like an X. So from corner to corner, and that's how I'm thinking about like my comb angle and my fingers to try and get as consistent as I can. Now, is it perfect? No, but it does help to create a baseline and it makes it easier so that you're not like struggling to refine it so much later. So here I'm pointing from the top left corner to the bottom right corner. And that's gonna be my angle. We're just gonna cut. Now remember, control. Grab what you can control. Keep it really clean. Control. And as you work to the bottom, you're gonna have much less hair to cut because you're lifting that hair. And it's just kind of all reaching into your section. So for example, if I'm cutting this to leave length, yeah, I'm pointing up there. But let's say I want to create just a lot of layers throughout and I'm not worried about any fullness at the bottom or any length. Maybe my angle will switch to more of a square angle. It'll cut off a lot more length, but you'll have a lot more layers throughout. It's really hot in here, so sorry I'm sweating, but like I need to hang curtains or something. It's crazy. Anyway, there's your layering. Look at that arc. That's kind of like what you're looking for. Short in the center, long to the outer corners. Simple. So that's how it's short on top, long to the bottom. Small guide in the very center. You can cut it as short as you want. And now that's going to serve as our guide for the angling. To make sure you're not like layering the hair too much, we're going to pull it just to the side. Once you find that angle, you're really just slicing a little bit. This isn't about layering, so I think that's where this, it's like your layers don't always have to match your face framing, and they often shouldn't. So especially because the face framing is considered more of like an outline. The layering is what's happening on the interior. The face framing is the edge of the hair. So let's take a small piece of that layering. I'm just combing that. We're really just doing the front, remember? So combing that down and just slicing to add a little bit of an angle on the front. Nothing too crazy. If the hair gets really thin, you can recomb it. Just remember, you're not trying to like go crazy and cut off all of this hair. So you're just adding a little bit of angling, nothing wild, and that should be all you have to do. Do a little bit more here. Now all we have to do is blend in the crown. Because it's been in a knot, there's going to be some waves in the hair unless you have like perfect straight hair that just doesn't hold a curl. But this hair is naturally wavy, so it's taken on a little bit of the curly shape from the knot. It's just going to be square. Remember in the back, we were pulling those sections square back. So you're going to do the same thing with the crown. So this hair is coming from the top of the head, and that's going to be the guide. So you can see that shortest layer guide is kind of around like mid-back, and we just want to blend it into the longer layers. First step is take a vertical subsection, 1 inch wide, and now we're going to cut following the shape of the head. So elevating this hair up, straight out of the head, and we want to angle that hair so it gets longer to the back. Hold that hair straight out, follow the cutting guide. Take a little bit of hair, continue straight out of the head, follow that cutting guide. And now we're reaching into the back area. We just want to connect. Not too much to connect right here because I want to keep a lot of that length. So we'll just round it out just a little bit there. Blend and blend. It's just not super complicated, so like don't let it be complicated. Angling down, see that there's no more hair left to cut here. It blends in. So I'm going to blow dry this hair and then we'll come back and show you the end result. So we're back after the blow dry. So you can see where the layers are. They're hitting that mid-back and they're blended all the way down into the length. I think if you're looking for a really simple haircut that just gives you a little bit of shape, this is a really good one for you because you can see the layers aren't too short. While it does have some shape and some layering, it's not so short that you are locked in to like one single style. I think too, sometimes layers also help with enhancing wave. So if your hair has like a little bit of natural wave to it, sometimes just adding like a little bit of layering makes it really easy to activate that wave. It's a fun long haircut, so just have fun with it. I also work in a salon, so if you want to come see me in New York, you can reach out, but I am in a salon and I'm happy to cut your hair if you want to do that too. Thanks.